what salvation literally does to you is that salvation guards, controls, and helps you to know how to interact with your environment. And your environment is not talking about trees here. Your environment talks about people, talks about the systems of the world, talks about demonic spirit, because God is already for you. Do you understand? So it means that what salvation should do to you is that salvation helps you to process how you should interact with these three entities. Salvation helps you to know how to see them. For instance, I don't see men as objects for me to oppress. I don't see. Are you with me? What should fume out of me by reason of salvation is love. In fact, the reason why I should not and I cannot look at a sister who is not my wife and lust after her unto fornication is because by reason of salvation, I should see her as a soul that was blood bought or that needs the blood washing of Jesus. Can you look at your sister and lust ungodly towards her? Can you look at your brother? Are you understanding me? That's what salvation does to us. So when a man does not see people through the lens of salvation, he will see them as object to cheat. He will see them as object to defraud. But when I see men through the lens of Christ, through the lens of salvation, I said, no. Even if I have every opportunity to harm you, I should not harm you. It helps me to see demons. I don't negotiate with demons. Wherever I get to any space where they are, or they come into my space, I have the authority to cast them out as pigs. One of the things salvation will do to you is that it will help you to behold well. Salvation is one of your greatest advantage. You see that reality of 2 Corinthians 3. If you don't see yourself through the lens by which Christ sees you, the truth is that you might not behold well. Because if you look at yourself by yourself, my God, you are full of a lot of liabilities. How many of you woke up the time you wanted to wake up today? Everything you wanted to do today, you have done it. How many of you were happy with yourself throughout today? Oh, only one person. It means if I begin to see myself like that, I will never be able to lift up my shoulder and head high to go through life well. But I must see myself through the lens of Jesus, that I'm able to do all things through Christ, not me. Not according to the resources in my bank account. Through Christ that strengthens me. My question to you this evening is, when you see yourself or when you look, what do you behold? Do you know? Can I explain something to you? When the enemy wants to destroy a life, it just begins to show him pictures of destruction. It begins to show him destructions of. Let me explain. Let me give you some one or two instances. When we're about to hold major meetings in church, the last time, or the last 2 or 3 major meetings we had, that was when I understood what the enemy was trying to do. But before then, I'd always been dealing with it. But I didn't really see what the enemy was trying to do. I didn't understand what the enemy was trying to do. So, for instance, let's say it's about a week or 3 days before that particular program. I will start having series of dreams where the program, either lights will not work, something will happen, maybe roof will open. I will just see, or we'll be trying to do meetings, the meetings will scatter in the dream. So most times, the first time I had it, if not that God helped me, I mean, I was in Mina, I was doing ministry in Mina at that time. I was still a student, but I had graduated. So when it happened, I was almost canceling the meeting because I felt it won't work. That God was telling me, do you understand? It won't work. We went ahead and held that meeting. I think as of then, one of the attendants, it was a 2 days evening, 2 days meeting, Friday evening, Saturday morning, then Saturday evening. One of those evenings, we had about 120, 150 persons in attendance. In fact, that level of meeting opened me to relationships. I saw, what if I had done what? Because of what? Do you know what the enemy was trying to do, John? The enemy wanted to show me an image. If I beheld that image so much, that the destiny, the glory of that meeting would have been aborted. So most times, when you have desire to do something and you just failed, or you saw, or somebody told you it might not work, it's not every time it's from God. Have you not found that most times the thing will become so vivid and clear and real? Like you will say, no, I will turn back. Most times when you even go, it's just a little ounce of strength. Then you'll be amazed that by the time you get to the breakthrough point, you are like, but I thought it was never going to work. It was going to work all the while, but the enemy wanted to just change what you behold. Don't settle for less.